Hello students, you are welcome after summer break. This is first video after summer break. This is Principle of Mathematical Induction, fourth chapter in NCERT, and we are starting with this chapter. This is part 1. Now, what is induction? Induction means generalization from particular cases or facts. Now, in mathematics, we know there are certain results or statements which are true for natural numbers, and it is formulated in terms of n, where n is a natural number. Now, to prove such statements, we will use induction method. In this method, we will generalize from the particular cases, and this is called the principle of mathematical induction. Now, what is the principle of mathematical induction that we will learn now? In this method, there are few steps to follow. The first step, assume the given statement involving natural number n as Pn. Now, you will be providing a statement, and the statement will be in terms of n, and where n is a natural number, it will be mentioned in the statement. Then you will assume that statement equal to Pn. This is the first step. Second step, prove that P1 is true. If Pn you are assuming the given statement, then first of all we will write P1 and we will prove that P1 is true. Then next step, if now by assuming Pk is true, we will prove that Pk plus 1 is true. It means first of all we will assume that the statement Pk is true. The statement Pk will be written using the given statement Pn, and using Pk we will prove that the next statement, that is Pk plus 1, it is true because Pk is true. So it means we will assume Pk true and then we will prove Pk plus 1 using that. So it means Pn will be true for all natural numbers using this method. So there are mainly 3 steps, and we will follow steps in the questions. Now, you consider a statement. This is an example. Let 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus continuation up to n, it is the sum of first n natural numbers. It is equal to n into n plus 1 upon 2. This is a mathematical result, or it is true for natural numbers only. So this statement is true for n belongs to n, where n is a natural number. It means the value of n can be 1, 2, 3 and so on, any natural number. So now what is the first step? We will assume this statement as Pn. Let Pn is equal to, or Pn implies that 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n is equal to, this complete statement is Pn. Now using this Pn, we will first try to write what is P1. Now you try to identify, try to observe the left hand side. In the left hand side, if it is Pn, then left hand side is the sum of first n natural numbers. If you will write down P1, P1 means, it means we have to write down, we have to write the sum of first natural number. It means we have to write the first natural number, that is 1 only. So it is P1. Similarly, to write right hand side, we will replace n by 1. So mind it, the left hand side, now you write down what is Pn, and P1 I am writing the first left hand side, the sum of first natural number or one natural number, it means only first term will be written, and the right hand side you replace n by 1. So this statement is P1. And now we will prove this by simplification. You simplify the right hand side, and by simplifying you will get 1 is equal to 1. It means both sides are equal, so therefore P1 is true. Similarly, you can write P2. If you will write down P2, P2 means that this time will be the sum of first 2 natural numbers. It means we have to write the first 2 terms only for P2. So you write P2 left hand side 1 plus 2, 2 terms only. For the right hand side, you replace n by 2. So replace n by 2, and this is 2 into 2 plus 1 upon 2, and you can simplify, we will get both sides equal, so therefore P2 is true. So similarly you try to write down for P3 and P4 also. Now you consider another example to understand the complete mathematical induction method. In this we are taking an example. Prove that 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square and so on up to plus n square is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 upon 6. Now where n is any natural number, this is symbolic form of n is any natural number. Using mathematical induction we will prove it. So you follow the steps, because this is a mathematical result or mathematical statement, and this statement is true for natural numbers only. So therefore we can prove this using mathematical induction. Only those statements can be proved using PMI, principle of mathematical induction, which are true for natural numbers only. Now you follow first step. Assume this statement as Pn. So let Pn is this statement. Then step 2, write down P1 and prove that it is true. So write down P1. So how to write down P1? You observe Pn, the left hand side is the sum of n terms. If you are writing P1, it means we will write down first term only. So first term is 1 square. Then right hand side you replace n by 1. Replace n by 1 and write down this. It is 1 into 1 plus 1, 2 into 1 plus 1, and you can simplify. So after simplification we will get 1 is equal to 1. So therefore both sides are equal, hence P1 is true. So first step we have completed. Second step, P1 is true. Now next step, we will assume that Pk is true, and now you will write down Pk statement. Pk statement, it means this time the left hand side will be the sum of k terms. So you start writing first term, second term, and so on up to k. It means for this term you will replace n by k, so up to k square. These are first term, second term, and it is up to kth term. Similarly for the right hand side you replace n by k. So for this step you can remember we will replace n by k. So this is Pk, and let this is true. So assume this as equation number 1, because we are going to use this to prove this Pk plus 1. Now write Pk plus 1 statement. Pk plus 1, it means this term is involving, this left hand side is involving in this step sum of k terms. Now we are writing sum of k plus 1 terms. It means there will be one term extra, next term to this. If it is k, then we have to write down one more term, which is k plus 1 square. So you can write down now 1 square, 2 square up to k plus 1 square, because we are writing Pk plus 1. So left hand side will be the sum of k plus 1 terms. Mind it, in this part there will be one term extra to this, next term to this. Similarly for right hand side, you come into this given statement, replace n by k plus 1. Replace n by k plus 1. So you write down, and this is k plus 1, Pk plus 1 statement. We have to prove this statement. It means we will solve left hand side and prove that equal to the right hand side. So write down left hand side only, and for the left hand side you write up to k square, because we want to substitute the value from this equation number 1. So 1 square, 2 square up to k square. So you write these terms separately, plus k plus 1 square. So put the values of these terms using equation number 1. So it is equal to, so put the values, and it will be k into k plus 1, 2k plus 1 upon 6 in place of this, plus one term will be there, k plus 1 whole square. And now you have to simplify this. First of all, in every question, first of all you have to take common, and then after take LCM. Don't take LCM directly. So you have we are taking k plus 1 common, k into 2k plus 1 upon 6 plus k plus 1 left after taking common. Then you can multiply by taking LCM and it will be 2k square plus 7k plus 6. Now factorize this term using splitting middle term method, and we have two factors, k plus 1 into 2k plus 3 into k plus 2. So it will be after opening the bracket, and which is same as right hand side. So therefore you have to write down, therefore pk plus 1 is true. Hence Pn is true for all natural numbers. This line, the concluding line that must be written there, you have to write, don't exempt this line. And I hope that this method will be clear. You have to you try to solve these questions, and we will discuss in the next part. Thank you.